Hey everybody, Radaman here. Thanks for tuning in to Oxygen Not Included, episode 25. So before I get started, I just want to go over a few tips. One is from Sullivan. Sullivan mentioned that I am allowing my gases in my little asteroid to vent out to space, so I'm going to fix that right away. And then another tip was originally from Peter, but then essentially what I want to do is I want to depart from working currently on my metal refinery because there's some things I need to do first. And those things I need to do first, I want to get done now so that when it comes time to do metal refining, I am very well set up for it. Alright, so one of the things I wanted to do is to have my my food storage here for the smooth hatches go from gold amalgam, which we were previously feeding them, to iron ore, because I'm going to need refined iron to make steel. Alright, so we're going to change over that food storage. So smooth hatch, iron ore. Oh, come on. There we go. I also wanted to, finally, let's just go ahead and start auto-sweeping these ranches. I'm sort of tired of managing them constantly. It's something I should have done long ago. But before I even do that, I do need to skill scrub. So what I'm going to do is build a skill scrubber. It really doesn't matter where I put it. I just need to build it. So the purpose of the skill scrubber, it removes skills from your duplicates, allowing you to respec them. It takes a considerable amount of power and time, but once done, you know, they will be able to be retooled however you want them to be. Alright. And I want to retrofit both of my, or all four of my ranches to have auto sweepers. So that I no longer have to babysit them. I'm sort of tired of babysitting them. I would say lead is probably a perfectly fine material for my ranches, or for my auto sweepers. I'm just thinking about how to lay these out. I think I'm just going to have a ton of overlapping auto sweepers. It's not ideal, but just to fit this space. So the way auto sweepers work is everything within this white boxed radius gets sucked up into like a vacuum auto sweeper and put onto a conveyor rail. Right? I'm not building the rail yet, though. Then the auto sweepers can put the items onto a conveyor loader. And then the conveyor loader can send it minecart style. Minecart style somewhere else. So the concept here is I eventually am going to have a metal refinery here-ish. And I want my hatches to be making iron, refined iron, and coal, so that I can very, very quickly and easily convert the coal into refined carbon, and then the refined carbon and the iron into steel. So that's sort of the concept here. And one of the things I'm going to need to do for that is to skill scrub One Who Is Many, because One Who Is Many is 1 point away from mechatronic engineering, but he has too many skills already assigned. So I'm going to get rid of his digging. Even though he has a passion in digging, I'm going to get rid of his digging so he doesn't become stressed while do mechatronic engineering. So these sweepers are going to essentially just clean the ranches constantly so I don't have eggs and stuff like that. What I would be able to do is to... once you have your rail system, I guess I'm making this in gold amalgam and lead. That's totally fine. Once you have your rail system, you can filter it the solids that are on your rail system, just like any other, well, anything else, right? And here is how it's going to go. I'm going to filter out conveyor rail input, output, and then input, output. Oh, I'm going to need to jump, actually. Let me redesign that a little bit. So what I want to do is everything that is iron and coal, I would like to send to where my metal refinery will be set up, and then everything else will go to general storage. So it's going to look something like that. That'll work. So here's the filtered materials, and then everything else here can be sent up to general storage, and eventually what we'll have here is a, I don't want to actually make this out of iron, though. I'm going to need a lot of iron for my steel. So how much of this rail is iron? Still gold amalgam. Okay. One of the issues, of course, is it's going to be very, very expensive to build this system. But once built, it will help to reduce the amount of work that my guys have to do, the reoccurring type work. All right, so this is all gold amalgam. I'm going to send this up. And then the plan here is to set up an auto sweeper, like maybe here. So this all around here is going to be sweep storage. I'm going to move my vent over a little bit, just by one tile, but it will be significant. And set up the rest of the, oops, too far. The rest of the storage here, like this. So the auto sweeper also will be able to unload the rail cars. Actually, I'm going to put the vent here. Alright. So he needs to be skill scrubbed. Oh, was he? Ah, yeah, he was. Okay, so here he is. So we want him to have mechatronics engineering, strength, construction, and that's it. That is it. And we'll give him the mechatronics engineering helmet. As far as priorities for one who has many, building is going to be above operating. And he's going to start to lay out this beautiful rail system. So at the end of your shipping line, yeah, let's have a auto sweeper like here. And this auto sweeper will be able to move things from the rail into storage. Oops. And I'm going to space it out like that. All right, then as far as base goes, we will have... Okay, I could go a little bit further. And then these 5 bins can just be the catch-alls, and they're going to be lower priority than the other bins, so they're going to be priority 3 once built. It does mean that we will be drawing considerably more power from the grid than we previously were. I'm also just going to destroy this scrubber. I hope I don't continually need it. And if I need it ever again, I can rebuild it. Alright, so we are using a lot of metals for this project. So let's go into the materials overlay and go to metals. Just so that I can see where some concentration of metal is. So there's some iron here that I could grab. There's a lot of gold around here. I'm going to need some ladder systems to be able to access it. I'm not worried too much about wolframite, though. Well, that there is a little interesting because I'm going to grab it from the other side of the other side over here because I don't want to grab potentially. Actually, this is not slimy, so I guess I can mine it up. So, it may not seem like it, but this setup here is actually going to make the metal refining more easy. So, it seems like a tangent, but trust me, it is not. Alright, so these bins are a little unique in that they have lower priorities. I am going to need to focus on obtaining some metals. I don't want to use my iron. And the reason why I don't want to use my iron is of course, the ingredient for steel. So I'm trying not to build with iron if possible. There seems to be a lot of polluted air around here. Alright. And then these ladders will allow us to... Wow, you guys are stuck. Wait, why are you stuck? Oh no, you're just sweeping. Allow us to get some of that gold. And then there's actually a lot of gold amalgam just like laying around here that we just need to sweep at some point. Originally, I had thought that I would be setting up my refinery more down here, but I want to set it up right here if possible because what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this become a door here after I build an airlock and allow for free access through there. Let's temporarily send some oxygen our way. I did get a lot of comments about having a second hydrogen generator, and it's not going to be high priority, but I will do that. So let's have a coal generator, move it, and then we'll move our hydrogen generator. Alright, I'm going to temporarily have my oxygen on until it backs up, because of this pump and algae setup, it will back up, and then we'll have to fix that. Alright, so now these here just require a little bit of power. And this is why I wanted the metals. Now these only draw power when they're when they're in operation. So they're not going to be drawing power all the time, which is good. But I might have to retool my current my current power grid to accommodate for the added things that are just built there. Alright. That's enough oxygen for now, I think. I'm just trying to fill up these suits a little bit better. Alright, so as far as construction goes, let's go ahead and just super high priority this. And then you'll see the added benefit. So this should be consumable ore coal. And then the other filter is going to be for refined iron. Alright, this bad boy needs to get plugged in. And here, as you can see, the auto sweeper is now loading up the loader. But the loader has nowhere to go because A, it's not plugged in yet, and B, the rails don't lead anywhere yet either. But they will. Oh, they will. Alright, so we're getting some gold here. This gold is not Jeremy. No, it is not. So we'll get that. Alright, and then the loader is creating minecarts to be able to move material. Now for now, I'm out of gold again. It's so fast. And then this here is going to be refined metal, iron. Those are the two things I want to filter off of my rails. And then the rest of everything else, I'm actually going to temporarily set this up so that it leads nowhere. Just so I can complete it. So the conveyor chute will just dump the coal and the refined metals here. Just because I want to set up the sweeper to be able to send everything else to general storage over here. Alright, we have a printable. Operating tidying. Nope, I don't like any of them. Just capture this directlet. And then eventually I'm going to be setting up auto sweepers for the Draco ranches as well. But I wanted to work first on this because it works towards my goal of iron. Over here, I'm just widening this out a little bit so I can add some more bedrooms, because I am intending to add new duplicates when given the option to have a nice one. And then these sweepers are going to also sweep up excess eggs, so that I don't constantly have overcrowded ranches. That's another huge benefit. And then what I can do is I can actually send all of the eggs to a holding area, where I let them hatch if I want, and use them for barbecue, or wrangle them and put them back in the ranches, if that's what I want. And that makes just the ranching, so much easier. So much easier. I'm not constantly managing the ranches. This is primarily the reason why I wanted to do this. I just got tired of having to manage these stupid ranches. Alright, so this these power cables are really highly needed now. I'm going to take a look at other skills. Nope. 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 Okay, I think everybody, except for Triforza, has pretty much all the skills I intend for everybody to have. Alright. So now we almost have, we have a full rail system. Over to this loader here. And as soon as we build some of these spots that are missing here. Alright, here we go. Now, as you can see, items are being moved. Now, if I wanted, let's go ahead and set it up so that we do have a holding ranch. I probably should have set this up prior, but... set this up to priority 9. Close this door. Close it on the other side. Close it all the way up. Priority... Actually, let's just do priority emergency. And this too will need to be wired up. So now, these ranches are getting nice and tidy. But as you can see, I did purposely cut the rails so that things aren't moving through. But let's say they do move through. Let's see where that goes. Oh no, they halted. Okay. All right. So if filtered. Actually, you know what? I don't even need this. I'll explain why. If I don't mind the eggs going into storage, and if I do end up wanting to add additional hatches, or in the case of Dracos, I'll just incubate an egg. So, I changed my mind. Let's get this built then. Because I would need to filter for every egg. I mean, I know there's only like 2 eggs that can come out of here, or 3 eggs that can come out of here, but... Alright, so let's watch the rails. So, these items... Oops. Let's get rid of that. And then also, this is backed up. So I need to build that as well. I forgot that these guys are allowed to go so far because of this here. But essentially what ends up happening here is you've got items coming to the other end. In fact, I'm just going to change that setup again. So now we have a very cleanly swept ranch here that won't constantly overcrowd, right? And it looks like I have room for some additional hatches in both. Well, all of my dupes are working on something else. That's okay. And then the iron and the coal will get sent eventually down to where my metal refinery is. But for now, here. And then, as far as shipping goes, I'll build that chute. Oh, I have a lot of ventilation in those walls. Alright, so now the chute is just dumping things out, which is a little bit easier, actually. And the sweeper is just putting them into these bins, which are all temporary storage. These all have lower priorities than all the other bins, so they won't fill up once duplicants have time to sweep. And then the net result is, of course, our little ranches are very, very, very nicely swept and clean. Very clean. The rail systems are not too ugly, so that's also a really good thing. All right, let me go get some additional lead for some additional rails. I'm also going to want to dig up fossils as well. Fossils are one way to make lime, which is another core ingredient of steel. Yeah, I'll dig the top first. All right, so there's some digging. There's also a lot of iron down here that I should not ignore either. So that is the those ranches retrofitted. And if I wanted to incubate... Well, incubators take considerable power. So let me see what my lines look like. Because, yeah, these are definitely prone to overpower here. I'm going to go ahead and put another transformer line. And that way we can, oh, you know what? I should just, I don't even know why I built it poorly like that. All right, let me fix that. Right there. That'll do so much better. Now, I don't want anyone running out there while it's a gap. No, but you did. Of course you did. All right, you forcibly move to here. Because, I don't think there's really anywhere particularly dangerous for them to get to. But I don't want there to be a chance of that. Okay, so the power transformer. Heavy watt. And then, let's create a new line here. And cut it here. Okay. That'll work. And then potential load is shared a lot better. This also means that nothing is going to be powered around here until I set this up. Or finish setting this up. Set up some airflow tiles just to allow the free flow there. And the whole purpose of the new line was to have the ability to incubate. So I'm going to put an incubator over here. Incubators do produce heat, as you'd imagine an incubator would. So I'm going to put it somewhere off to the side and also somewhere where I can just drop a wheezewort. And, oop, I don't want that iron. I want that lead. I don't care about the overheat. So let's go ahead and put a wheezewort here, preemptively. I don't think it's going to get that hot, but Better to plan ahead for it, I suppose. Alright, the next thing I need to do is these airflow tiles here. I'm going to remove and replace with granite tiles. This will be made, the reason for which will be made obvious soon. Well, it's going to be auto-sweeping reasons. Alright, so Wheezy. And now, I could just look at my ranch and say, hey, 5 and 5. Oh, I could take, you know, a few more hatches. Alright, so the whole purpose of punching this wall out to the left was for the possibility of new duplicates. Tidying, ranching, tidying. Okay, definitely no one allergic. I'm sorry, Joja seeds, or Joya seeds. That's what's getting printed this time. Maybe not what I wanted, but there's nothing else that really called to me. Alright, so these will be the additional bedrooms. I also need to, if I'm potentially adding some new dupes, I'm going to need to think about changing where my dining room is. So that's a pretty easy fix. I could just put a dining room just to the left of where my last one was. But I should set that up. Because I don't really have any additional space here for anything else, as you can see. So, as far as furniture goes, let's put a water cooler in here. And I'm going to attempt to have this be a grand hall without the use of picture frames or anything like that. So, that just means a whole bunch of molding. If it's not nice enough, I'll spruce it up, but I'm just going to do molding for now. And that means furniture, mess tables. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I will have 10 bedrooms built and have space for 10 diners to be dining. And if I need to make this nicer, I can also just decor bomb through windows from up top. And this canister emptier here, I could just, I could move. Where's the canister emptier? Is that, what, ventilation? Yeah, why would it not be? Canister emptier, I don't care where this goes. I'll put it over here. Alright, so we got some additional lead, or fossils as well, and lead. Lead is, I like building in lead because you could just dig it out of the ground and it's already refined. It's going to be hot, but like eventually it will cool down. And as long as you're building stuff that isn't fussy about overheat temperatures, you know, there is no issue. No, I'll wait until this is done, fully built. All right, and then if I want to incubate something, I'm going to take continuous off, set it to 9. So now I can just make, you know, purposely hatch the animals I want, and then all of their excess eggs are being stored in here. Another thing I'm going to want to do is down here at the rock crusher, to prepare for iron, I'm going to want to crush fossils to lime, eggshells to lime, pokeshell molt to lime, small pokeshell molt to lime. I need lime. So steel is a mix of lime, refined carbon, and refined iron. As far as the carbon goes, I would just go to refinement here, and I would need to make a kiln. The concept I have going is I'll have the kiln next to the metal refinery, and then have storage for the carbon there too. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to bring coal and refine iron to where we use it, Yeah. The end. That is my story. Okay, so this is all set. Let's take a look at... Whoa. Whoa! It, like, auto-saved when I was clicking and blew up everything. Let's take a look at decor. Great hall, mess hall. So I need a little bit more pizzazz in here, I guess. Before I switch over, because I don't want to take the morale hit. Taking a look at my fried mushroom. It is dropping, so let's go plant another row of fried mushrooms. What am I going to put in here? Let me see. I could do landscape canvas. Yeah, I'll put 2 landscape canvases. Or 3. I'm going to really spruce it up. Why not? I said I wasn't going to do that, but I lied. That happens a lot. I change my mind a lot. All right, and then if we take a look at the core of the ranches here, the automation lowers it a little bit, but all of the pretty things that we have set up bring it right back up to where it ought to be. All right, so I removed the airflow tiles down there so that I could do this. 1, 2, 3. I think 3, 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to put in some auto sweepers down here as well and slowly retrofit this to be self-cleaning because I'm tired of having to tidy up the ranches. I just want to be done with that, right? So that is also going to mean that I'm going to need conveyor rails. I'm going to need considerable conveyor rails. So I'm going to start working on this conveyor rail system, but obviously I'm going to be tapped for gold. I'm primarily making it a gold, because if at any point I need more gold, I've got gold volcanoes everywhere that I could, you know, so it's kind of a renewable resource. So let's take a look. We've got auto sweepers. Yeah, that's what I wanted. All right, so auto sweeper here and here. And then I'm going to dig up the last 2 mealwood areas and just have them draw from the 8. And then I'm going to put auto sweepers up here. There will be some blind spots. Here probably will be a blind spot. No, maybe it doesn't have to be. I guess it doesn't have to be. And we'll slowly retrofit that up to be swept up. Now, how's the power draw? Very low load. Very, very low load. Okay, that works for me. I am going to make some more oxygen and hydrogen. And I'm going to temporarily disable my... I should really put these on a switch. In fact, let me go do that. So I can flick it on and off when I want. Yeah, I'll use copper. Okay, we do have the coal generator, which I had planned on moving and is now moved. Let me blow up the last one. I just want to destroy that and nothing else. Get rid of these ladders. Take a look at the wiring here. I think this heavy watt... Yeah, that's going to have to move. Yeah. Nothing is using this power anyway, so it's fine if I destroy it for now. So let's make sure to put in the floor as a real high priority. And the reason being is I'm going to need 2 transformers. Because initially, at least, the metal refinery is going to take more than... it's going to take more power than 1,000 watts to run. It takes 1,200. Okay, power. Let's go with another hydrogen generator. Cool. Its plugged-in spot is like literally where I have a heavy cable, so that is wonderful. And then automation wires. We could just have it be lead. Here, we'll run that. Okay. So now we're gonna have 2 hydrogen generators, and then a backup coal. The backup coal I'm going to set up so that it probably doesn't kick in unless I'm out of hydrogen. So let's go bring hydrogen over to the new hydrogen generator, and this will be my top priority construction. Alright, and these are being built in lead. Yes. How's the temperature here? It's fine. And my wheeze board is easily negating the incubator heat. Whoa! Let's hope I didn't miss up. Oh boy. I had a pass through here. Did I catch it? We'll see. Human error. Well, it somehow didn't come back to bite me. I was hypothetically allowing food poisoned water to go through. Because I flipped one and not the other. But none of the food poisoning water made it to my well. Which is lucky. Alright, so now we've got full-time electrolyzers cranked out. Why are they browning out? Oh, from literally a lack of power. Yeah, because we need to build this hydrogen generator pronto. And then we are going to need to run power over here. So we're going to need heavy watt cables there. So that's going to look something like this. Then we're going to need a bridge here. Whoop, go back to power overlay. A power bridge. Like that. Okay, go back to power. Joint plate. Let's just make things in copper, it's fine. And then heavy watt wires. It's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be ugly. I guess it doesn't really matter. Part of me thinks some of these metal statues that are made out of gold are just going to be modified or removed, because I don't think, without considerably more effort, it's a losing battle. Alright, so now we have got dual hydrogen generators. As far as automation goes, let's fix this. So this battery is going to say, let's see, low threshold will do 25%. And this is high threshold 20%. So coal generator only kicks on. What are you even powering, dude? You're not even connected to anything. Oh, wait, what is going on? Okay, it's connected now. There. So once we tune these up, we'll be running off of pure hydrogen. Speaking of pure hydrogen, I wouldn't mind sending some more to the tanks. So let's say if above 4,000, and then we'll be drawing hydrogen from our geyser. Alright, so these auto sweepers are being built to clean up the farm. Very, very nice like. And I am then going to close off segments of it because the auto sweeper won't reach out here. So I'm just going to remove some of the farm tiles. Alright, our suit docks are going to be nicely filled up. So, back to here. I have so many irons in the fire. Landscape canvas. I guess out of copper. There we go. And we'll get our new mess hall or great hall assigned. So these auto sweepers are getting built. And then once they're done, we'll set up the rail system appropriately. New printables. Building. Yokel. Squeamish. Cooking, ranching. Don't want any of them. I really need a builder that digs. A dig builder. I'm not looking for anyone else. Well, guys, that is about all the time I have, but I feel like this was an incredibly productive episode. So, what did I do? I set up a conveyor rail system to constantly keep this these two ranches clean, and I am in the process of setting it up for the Drecos as well. The purpose of these ranches is to eventually feed our metal refinery that we'll set up. But this needed to come first, I feel like. We also changed around our Great Hall. We are in the process of adding some new bedrooms. We went back to electrolyzing for oxygen and hydrogen. Skill scrubbed, planted new mushrooms. I don't know, just a whole lot of stuff. If you have any feedback for me, do drop me a line in the comments below. I guess the word of today was oxygen, just as simply as that can be said. I'll catch you all next episode. Thanks for watching, everybody. Adios.